All right, everyone, welcome to your extended. I have done nothing but put the cards away. At the bottom of this deck, randomly, I have got an Emperor. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's skip the whole cut card, pre-shuffle crap. And let's just pull 3 cards at the bottom card on you right now. I don't know if the Emperor applies, or I have no idea. It was just there. If it's there for a reason. All right? Okay, let's go. Let's see where we're at here. Come on now. 3 cards in the bottom card. What do you want to tell my people? What do you want to say? What do you got? What's happening? What do they need? Why are the times changing for you? Well, new partnerships, new deal, new something. Something that's been percolating is done. Well, I say that because of the Florence flask. The Florence flask is for distilling things, for boiling. Its roundness makes it an even heating surface, right? Even if you've had nothing, you might be like, Steve, I got nothing percolating. Nothing's been going on. Energetically, there's always something going on around you. Whether or not you choose to partake in it is up to you. I watch people all the time. My whole life as a people watcher is part of my notebooks and studying energy, right? People just free will themselves right out of a good life all the fucking time. Why? Because they sit around. They sit around all day and do nothing, and then their whole world goes by outside. Their perfect soulmate is walking their dog in their neighborhood every day. They never see the person because they never leave or do anything. The energy around you has been percolating. Something's been brewing. Whether you know about it or not makes no difference. All right? It's been brewing, and it's about to be ready to go. All right? Let's see where we go here. Okay. I try to head off what someone's going to say to me, because sometimes it's irritating, and that would be irritating to have somebody say, I got nothing going on. There's always something going on around you, energetically. I don't give a fuck if you're locked in a basement in Manitoba and you just binge watch Netflix all day. I don't care. There's always something. If you choose not to reach out for it, that's up to you. Right? But I'm telling you, it's ready to go. It's done cooking. 10 wands, 10 to the end, dead end to lead to a new beginning. The Knight of Pentacles. It's been there a long time. It's been cooking a long time. It's just been sitting there right in front of you. Whatever it is, it was inevitable. It was going to be ready at some point. Well, it is. Think about if you're boiling something, if you're cooking something. Sure, a watched pot never boils. And when you put the spaghetti in, it seems to never cook. Never. It seems to take forever. But it does eventually cook, even if you stare at it. All right, let's go. What's red with 10 wands? The Emperor. See, I told you. I told you he was important. Did not rewind. I said he's important. The Emperor came back. What's under this? Yeah, it's been there. It's just, I talked about boiling, right? I talked about heat and the Florence flask. Yeah, it's a lot of heat. Something, I'm going to have to get a little hocus-pocusy with it. You're about to have some kind of awakening. I think it has a lot to do with the world point, which is a massive awakening on a grand scale, which you may think sounds fabulous. Oh, the whole world's going to have an awakening, Steve. That sounds great. Most of the world is, I had to burst your bubble, but most of the world is low vibrational people. They wouldn't know an awakening if it fucking hit them in the head, all right, like a Mack truck. They wouldn't know it. They miss it because they're too far underneath the surface. So it's way over their head. So for most of the population, what's happening with the world point is way over their head. They'll just drive over the cliff with a fucking bus and ride the bus right over the cliff. But if you're a higher vibrational person, which obviously enough of you watching are, you're watching tarot readings, you're coming to the extended, you're probably a high vibrational person. You certainly have a spiritual nature about you. At the end of the day, you're about to have an awakening. That spiritual nature is about to get a bump, a boost, right? You're about to go up in rank. Right? If your spiritual nature has been a sergeant, it's going to get a couple of bumps. It's going to be a major. All right, that's pretty good. Right. Let's see where we go. It's quite a bump from sergeant. All right, here we go. Let's see where we're at here. Let's pull on the energy around you real quick. You know what? I'm not going to waste my time with that because I won't be able to pinpoint it. Let's pull on this Emperor that came back. Why did this Emperor come back? You're about to be large and in charge because you figure something out. You understand something. You get it. All right? Maybe if you go deep on what I just said earlier about there's always something going on around you. It doesn't matter. You could be, don't write into me and tell me I'm the biggest loser in the world, Steve. Nothing ever happens to me. There's nothing going on. I'm trapped in a house. I take care of my sick aunt. All I do all day is clean up vomit. And, I get it. But energetically, the energies around you, you do not control what comes in. They're all fired up about something. Even if, and I won't even put the word just to it. Now, even if it's an epiphany that you have here, some sort of, crazed spiritual awakening. And you go outside and start yelling at the moon or something. It's worth it. It's something big. Something big's been brewing, that's for sure. It's been a while. It's been a long time with the Knight of Pentacles here. Whatever it is, puts you large and in charge of something. I don't know what. It's going to be different for all of you. The Emperor, why is that here? It's crossed by the Eight of Pentacles. It's not a. It's something you don't know. It's like a distraction energy. It may manifest as a distraction, or it happens when you're not looking, or it's something you never imagined would happen, right? Or it's the opposite of what you think will happen. I'm trying to give you all the ors with this energy because there's more than one person watching, right? In other words, she thinks it's going to be a new color for my candles. No, it's nothing like that at all, right? It's completely different business. You're out of the candle business, little sister. Okay, here we go. What's on top here? Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Wow. Why is that here? Wow. Wow. The Seven of Wands. And what's the bridge? The Four of Cups. Yeah. I get that. I get that a lot. I'll phrase it this way. For more than one person, right? It's another one of those ones I wish there was just one person sitting across from me. I really do. But I can paraphrase this where it'll make sense. All right? Something that happens, it's not what you expected to happen. And it might be a lot of work. It might seem like it's a pain in the ass, right? I give you another business idea, right? She's doing candles. I give you another idea. It's even more of a pain in the ass than melting wax and pouring them in molds and putting in wicks and shit. But it's worth it. Whatever it is. Something happens. You realize something. You get a piece of information that allows you to do something or think something or feel something. But it's not as easy as you'd like. It's not as easy as maybe what you hoped it would be. It's not what you thought it would be. Either way, it proves to be life-changing for you. Again, your message on YouTube, paraphrased, your final message was the times they are a-changing for you. That was the best I could come up with to sum that up, and I see it here. This changes your life. This Ten of Pentacles fell in the right place. Now, why is the Ten of Pentacles here? Well, you might want to adopt an attitude, all things worth doing are worth working for, all things worth having are worth working for, or what Oscar Wilde said, something to the effect of most things worth learning you won't learn in school. That kind of a thing. It's a bit of that. You might want to adopt that kind of attitude. I don't know. This is very unconventional is what I'm saying. It's not what you expect at all. All right? It's not a direct quote from Oscar Wilde, but it's a paraphrased quote. It's basically his sentiment. I want to clarify something else. I want to see what else is. Again, I got a Three of Wands at the bottom. I just want to stick with you real quick here. I want to pull on this Knight of Pentacles. Okay? Let me see why it's here. A Knight of Pentacles. Tell me about this. This energy's been hanging around a while. I don't know what it is. But the times for you, they are a-changing. I want you to keep that in mind. It's just, as usual, it doesn't play out the way you think it will or the way you hoped it would. Or things rarely do, It's rarely do. Let's see where we go here. It's crossed by the Three of Cups. It's a celebration energy. I'm not sure. It just means that the stagnation's about to break. I don't know. Justice. And why is that here? The Queen of Wands. And what's the bridge? Again, I get a Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles came out here. It comes out here. And it's the bridging energy here on the Knight of Pentacles. It's the... How do I phrase this? It's what you've been waiting for. It's the easiest way I could phrase it. I don't know what else to say. It probably occurs somewhere around the world point. I would imagine it does. That's a very big event. Or when Jupiter goes direct around just after the world point, around the early mid part of March. It's the life you've been waiting for. It's the world you've been waiting for. It's the house you've been waiting for. It's the apartment you've been waiting for. It's that car you've been waiting for. It's the existence. It's probably more, rather than a practical thing like that, for most of you, it's probably just the existence you've been waiting for. The state of being that you've been waiting for arrives. All right? It allows you to go pretty deep. It allows you to see where you've shortchanged yourself, see where you've lied to yourself, things along those lines. Also maybe learn once and for all that the universe has your back. If it is a thing that you've been wanting, that you finally get, a house, an apartment, a dog, a boat, whatever it is, you maybe finally realize that maybe you should stop just taking things at face value and thinking, well, I'm never going to get it, or I'm never going to get this, or thinking absolutes. There's something superficial that goes away because of it. Some thought process you have that's very on the surface, that's very poisonous to you, with the rattlesnake being there, that goes away, that you conquer, that you get past it. I don't know what it is. For most of you, it comes in probably with the Hierophant, underneath that, the Two of Wands. Yeah, again, it's a problem. I'm going to phrase it as, for most of you, a new state of being. Okay, it's nice, but you can put the slogan on it, if you will. The times they are a changing, for you. All right, let's go. It's occurring in the bigger energies as well, but for you, I'm just pulling on you, and that's something. This is great. It doesn't surprise me that it's not what you expected. That's my big takeaway with the Four of Cups here. It's not so much that she's disappointed. I know she looks it on the card, but it's not what you expected. But it's actually better than what you ordered. All right? It's not what you expected, but it's better than what you ordered. All right? I don't know. I try to find ways to phrase it where it makes sense. Just let it play out. It probably starts out as a state of being, a feeling, a change of some kind. All right, let's put these away. And let's pull on the Devil. Shall we? All right. Let's cut the deck. Let's pull on the Devil. I went back to the animal deck from the YouTube reading. I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck here. See? I was able to cut it that time without shit blowing up all over the place. Come on, 10 Pentacles again. Wow. What's up with that? I'm pulling on the Devil. Why am I getting your 10 Pentacles here? The 5 of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. Again, it's that Devil that makes you believe. I don't know if it's talking about you here or this other person. I'm not sure. It might be a warning for you, because that's why the 10 Pentacles came back here. It's like the universe saying, one more message for your people, Steve. That Devil you're talking about, again, it's what I said. There's some energy here that makes you think that if you don't make plans with this person or with this thing or use this product, or you do this, or do business with this person, that it's all going to end poorly and it's not going to work out. I would stay away from phone calls from stockbrokers. I would stay away from. I wouldn't buy a car while this Devil energy is present. You're a sucker waiting to happen. Even if you know about this energy, okay, you're going to have to be super high vibration to beat it. Okay, you really are. It's just what it is. That Devil energy. This specific one is why I don't have a lot of faith in societal energies. That's why I don't. The low vibrational people, just whatever. It's like they're being Jedi mind tricked all over the place. It's amazing. So it's a bit of a Jedi mind trick energy. So be careful about it. You get a call from a stockbroker in this energy, hang up. Oh, you definitely want to get in on this. Oh, I definitely do. Yes. Okay. All right. No. All right. Anyway, just a little warning for you. That's all. I don't know. I think your vibration does go up, though. Pay attention to your intuition. So one thing Devil energy can't beat, because Devil energy lives in the ego, right? So if something is stroking your ego, see that thing, that windfall, that your times they are changing that came out for you earlier was around a Hierophant. It wasn't about your ego, right? So if if something comes in and it tries to stroke your ego and then you fall for it, I used a cult as an example up on YouTube, but anything, you know, a stockbroker calling, a salesman telling you, oh, you definitely need our product. Oh, if you don't have this, you know, you're going to be screwed. You know, some kind of thing like that makes you're going to feel. Usually, it'll play your ego. It'll in a way very subtly tell you, well, you're stupid if you don't do this, right? That's like the technique of those secondary insurance companies and things like that. That's what they do, right? You see their commercial, well, if your water heater breaks, they'll fix it for you. You get this, it's supplementary and all this stuff and all that, whatever. Yeah, but if you read the fine print on it, you'll find out that pretty much the only way they'll fix the water heater is if a raccoon chews it. It has to be a specific raccoon, right? Just the one. We've got him tagged in your neighborhood, that kind of a thing. So be careful. It is one of those energies. It's a strange thing. All right? So that's all I'm saying. Let's see where we go here. Let's pull on that devil now in relation to this person from YouTube. I'm just trying to help. When does that energy dissipate? I suspect when Venus leaves Pisces. Okay, I do. I suspect it. Because Venus from Pisces goes into Aries. And when Venus goes into Aries, it doesn't really much matter where Mercury is. Venus is a hot planet. We'll put it that way. And Aries is a hot energy. So you're a lot less likely to be a sucker. That devil energy can't survive in that environment, I don't think. I'd be surprised if it showed up in the Venus and Aries reading. All right, let's go. But it's showing up here, and that's not a surprise to me. And what was the main card that was around on YouTube? Remember? I pulled it. It was the Nine of Pentacles. I said 10 swords and the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is at the bottom now. See? It's, okay. You're stupid. This person, it's triggering their, you're going to be alone if you don't do something. Okay, all right. But you tend, when, it's what I said in my February write-up about ego. Ego, the problem is whether you're a manager at a McDonald's or the head of the household at home, the ego always feels threatened. It always feels like it needs to defend itself. Everything is a threat. Every criticism is a threat. Everything is a fucking threat. And the problem is, not unlike that Seven of Wands up on YouTube with that one guy fighting the 6 other ones, and I said, you got to fight dirty. I need to take out a few of you quickly. The ego, it's a lot of overkill, right? It defends itself. Crazy town. It cracks walnuts with dynamite instead of just a simple nutcracker, right? So we want to be careful of that. Right? I mean, you can be careful about it in your life. In societal energies, it's totally what's happening. You know, you've got egos being hurt and walnuts being cracked. I guess walnuts are going to be cracked. There's no doubt about that. This person here, it's all about their abandonment issue. It's look at how the cards. These two are read together. There's your Queen of Swords from your final outcome, and this is why I went with this deck. I wanted to see how the cards fell from the actual deck I used in the reading. It's your Queen of Swords from your final outcome, and there's your Queen of Cups, right? Or a Queen of Cups, I should say. This devil energy requires partnerships. Okay, so somebody is coming at you and they require you to say yes. If I was to give you a sales analogy, it would be the sales manager telling someone, there's a customer out on the lot. If you don't make that sale, you're fired. That's it, right? What are they going to do? Right? They're going to try everything they got. They're going to unload the bag of tricks. This devil energy makes independence, no, partnerships required. Right, more than one person required. Building things on foundations. It will be very easy, however, if you fight with this. This is telling us on the back end why you got the Knight of Cups crossing the Queen of Swords. If you fight with cups, right, it'll be very easy for you to get this person to tell you the truth about how they feel, and all of it. It doesn't matter. I talk about that Seven of Wands, and I talk about in this energy, this devil energy will make you fight dirty just to get what you want, right? But it's adaptive. In other words, if they see that you're open to this kind of communication, and this cup communication is what's going to win the day and win the partnership. That's all this devil energy cares about. It only cares about winning the partnership. So if you're fighting with cups, they're going to fight with cups. See what I'm saying? So if you start going at them with swords and wands, then it's going to end up being fighting dirty, kicked in the nuts kind of things. All right? So it's very easy for you, if you fight with cups, if you do what that Knight of Cups said in your final outcome, to get this person to tell you how they feel. Fully. The whole truth, nothing but the damn truth. It is what it is. So this energy, yes, it fights dirty. It'll say whatever it needs to say. But it says it within the context of how the fight is happening. All right? Here we go. Let's see where we're at. Let's pull on what is the truth. Okay? The truth comes with it. Let's just pull on the Queen of Cups. What is the truth about how they feel about you? Let's know this in advance. Okay? This person. Now, this might be a lot of people. By the way, it tried to fly out. I'm going to keep shuffling, but it tried to fly out. We've been talking about it. There it is. All right? It just tried to fly out of the deck. So, again, if you fight with cups, they'll fight with cups. And they'll say whatever they need to say. So if you say, I demand the truth, how do you feel about me? This devil requires this partnership. I just told that person they have to make the sale or they're fired, right? If you say, you need to tell me how you feel about me, and they will tell you everything, right? Because that's what's necessary to win the partnership. See what I'm saying? So you can work this to your advantage. You can be smart. If you fight fire with fire, you're just going to get more fire. That's not smart. And you'll get some terrible karma back on you for triggering somebody, for making somebody's issue worse. Because it's out of balance. Anytime somebody has an abandonment issue, is out of balance energy. Somebody's not thinking rationally about something. That's out of balance. Tell me how they really feel about my viewers. Let's go. Come on. Stop fucking around. Again, it's there. It just keeps coming up. It's the Seven of Wands again. Crossing that. It's the environmental energy. They don't want to tell you, but they will. They'll do what they have to do. That's what I said. They'll do what they have to do. They'll do it. Without even thinking about it, you can get them to tell you. That just got verification. What's on top? The Nine of Cups. I mean, come on. You can't make this stuff up. It's 9 cups. You're the fruit on their table. Right? You're the butter on their bread. You're the 9 cups of whiskey. I mean, they love you. You're everything they want. Well, they feel you as the Empress right now. Why is the 9 cups here? The Chariot. They feel like you're the one they're supposed to be going through life with. They feel like you're the one that they're supposed to be on a journey with. And I think that's because you're already on that journey. It's already been closed out in the 5D. Now, I'm just pulling on one specific energy, right? Then what does this mean for the external people around you? Because I said other people around you are going to get triggered by you too, depending on their situation, if they have an issue, right, of some kind. An abandonment issue or some sort of depression around love, I said, or something like that. Yeah, they're going to feel like you're the person that they wish they could get, but they can't. They'll feel like that. You're the, I wish I could, but I can't. Never going to happen kind of person, right? It's the Death card. You're the end-all, be-all. For this person, they feel like you're the end of the road. This one person here. Never mind, I've already told you about the people around you. This one person. You're their everything. Can I say that? 1,000 times yes. And you'll get this out of, this is the most love I can pull from the deck. So the truth is, right off the top, the truth is that they love you. The most love I can pull from the deck, but it's 9 cups. They dream about you. They wish about you. They fantasize about you. They, I don't know. If it's a family member, you're their favorite one, but you'd never know it because they probably treat you like shit or you have problems with them all the time. It's fine. You're their end-all, be-all. Without you, it's not worth it. Things aren't worth it. I'm just riffing on the energy. Take it as it resonates. But that's the kind of shit that you can get out of them. You can get this person to admit you're their 9 cups. You're their Queen of Cups. Here's the whole cup. Take the whole cup. Let me get a few more cups and give you a few more. Right? You'll get them to admit this. If you fight with cups. Now, let's see what else. There's nothing else I can get out of that. Tell me more about this devil. Tell me about this. I'm going to take you, I'm going to put your energy here. I'm going to ask about you. This is your final outcome on YouTube. How does the devil going to behave around my people? All right, so this is what, if you play your cards right, you can get out of them. But I want to see how the devil energy affects you. I don't know if you can. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm shuffling on this. I don't know that you can be that Knight of Cups. I think this person's going to trigger your ego. They're going to kick you in the nuts, metaphorically speaking, right? Or the ovaries. And they're going to trigger you. You know, I get you. Speaking as a hothead, I understand. I totally get it. I totally get it. Oh, it's magic. It fell on the floor. The Wheel of Fortune. The Nine of Pentacles. There it is. We can't pull on this devil without getting a Nine of Pentacles. It doesn't matter what fucking deck. And we can't pull on your person without a Seven of Wands. What's the bridge? The Five Swords. Didn't I talk about, rewind, I don't know why I'm your second favorite. Didn't I talk about the Five Swords up on YouTube? I said you might get, you got a Knight of Cups crossing because you're more likely to fight with cups, or that's your ideal fighting thing. But I said if you get a Five of Swords, it means that you're likely to screw this thing up a little bit, right? But there it is. There's your Five Swords. It's red with, it bookends the Queen of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords. It's too easy. It's this devil energy, how it affects you. It's too fucking easy to slip and just fuck it. I don't need this fucking person. I'll find somebody else. Fuck them. And run Five Swords right through yourself and them. And then you'll never know how this person really feels. You'll trigger them. Look, I'm telling you, I don't know why it's easy. I have no idea. No idea why it's easy. Probably because you think it's probably because you feel like you can handle it with the Four of Swords fueling this. You feel like you can handle it. You got this. It's no problem. I'm not a fucking child, Steve. I know what you're saying. I get it. I'm sure you're not. I'm sure you're way better than me. You're not a hothead like me. I'm sure you're level-headed. Hell, I'd probably want to take you somewhere so that I could calm down. You know, that kind of a thing. I get it. But I'm telling you, the nature of this devil energy is it slips in. It sneaks in when you're not looking. And it will make you snap. And as soon as you do that, as soon as you re-trigger, as soon as this person thinks that they're going to lose and they're going to end up on their own, that devil energy kicks in, they get paranoid, then they start fighting dirty, and then it all goes to shit. With just one little jab out of your mouth, one little stab of the sword, it all goes to shit. Stay in the cups. If you need to, focus in your mind's eye if this person reaches out. I can't control free will. I don't know what this fucker's going to do. But if they do, focus in your mind's eye on a Knight of Cups. I don't care what deck it's from. I don't care. Your favorite Knight of Cups. Find it. Focus on it. All right? That's what you need to do. Remember that. Because it's very easy. Super easy. And then afterward, you don't even realize it's happened. And you're disappointed. You don't get this anymore. You just get that. All right? I'm telling you, it'll happen. So that's the devil energy, and it is tricky. It is kind of a, again, when you fall for it, it's a bit like. The problem is you realize after the fact, like there's a disappointment. It's like what I talk about. Where the hell is it? I had it somewhere. Anyway, I put something back here. There he is. My little disappointing page. I talk about this energetic storm that's around us now and how you could track it back 1,000 years and it always ends in shame. It always ends in disappointment, someone disappointed in themselves. Why did I support that? What the fuck was I thinking? You know, that kind of a thing is what's said. Yeah, because when the storm goes away, you come to your senses. The storm is creating an illusion that somebody's nonsense is good. You know, it happens every time, whether it's Jefferson Davis, Hitler, or, you know, King George. It doesn't matter. You know, it made sense to some people, right? At the end of the day here, this devil makes sense to you. You don't realize it's happened. But it's not like the energetic storm that takes like 12 to 16 years to go away. It goes away fast. And then when it goes away, you're just left with, after it's happened, and you've exploded at this person, and then they've gotten triggered and then explode back on you, you have this feeling of utter disappointment. I don't want you to end there. So I just want you to focus that energy. I want you to focus on that Knight of Cups energy. Fight fire with water. All right? Fight it with cups. All right. Let me clean this up. All right, there's a Rider Waite. Randomly at the bottom is 5 swords. Underneath that is three pentacles. Ah, the 5 swords. I think this is the universe's way of saying, since I ended on a message for you, it sort of picks up the message here. I think you don't want to go this 5 swords route. I think you want a partnership with this person. The 3D is just trying to catch up with the 5D right now with one specific person. This person, now you might come at me, somebody always comes at me and says, well, my person's dead. Ha, I got you. It doesn't matter. The soul connections are eternal. This can all be happening up on the astral plane. In fact, you guys are together in the 5D anyway. I don't care if they fucking die. I don't give a fuck. They might not have even been born in this lifetime. You understand that's possible, right? That you missed a lifetime with this person. You could be here for you think you're here for somebody, but they're just a proxy in this lifetime. You're actually here for an energy that was never born in this lifetime. You'll catch them in the next one. That is possible. All right? All things are possible. I wish people would stop writing in trying to catch me on things. I can't possibly mention everything I know about energy in a reading. We'd be here for days. The video would run. The computer would blow up. I mean, honestly, bit by bit, though, I try to explain what's necessary in each reading. It doesn't matter. You could be watching these readings. You think you're watching them for Johnny or Joanne or Peter or Sally. You're not. You could be just watching them because there's a soul. They could have just been a proxy in this lifetime. You could all be watching these tarot readings, some of you anyway, for somebody who has never even been born. But yet their energy reverberates through your soul. And the universe, through like a process of manifesting, tries to find people that are close to that in this lifetime, even though your person isn't the actual energy isn't here right now. So there's any number of things that can be going on. I tend to explain my readings as though your person's alive, however. Can I just point that out? Okay? All right. Let's go. Let's see what's going on in their life, assuming they're alive. Let's see what's going on in their life. A Knight of Cups. Somebody in their life, environmental energy, is in love. There's an offer they want to make to somebody. Probably you. Well, we'll see. I can't wait to pull this year's Valentine's Day reading. Every year it's the same shit. It's somebody. Every year it's the same reading. I know. I never extend it or anything because it'd be stupid. Every year it's the same reading. Somebody got out to dinner, sitting across from somebody that they wish they weren't. We'll see. We'll see how it comes out this year. I don't know. 6 of Wands, Ace of Cups. Somebody wants new love. Yeah. Look at the fucking card. Look at the fucking cards. My voice went up like 9 octaves. Look. Right. Blue, throat chakra. Blue, throat chakra. Blue, throat chakra. Ace of Cups, beginning in love. Blue all over the place here too. Somebody is about to coming your way. What's going on in their life? All they can think about is your soul connection. I believe it. The devil energy is making them believe. Without it, you're nothing. You're crap. Go. Say whatever needs to be said. If you don't make this sale, you're fired. And underneath that, there's your 3 pentacles again. I mean, what's going on in their life right now? Somebody wants real love. Somebody has figured out where real love is. Now, you might say, well, then what's the big deal, Steve? Why don't they just come to me and tell me and then we'll be fine? Because they're triggered. As the title, which I just wrote before I started recording this, as the title on the YouTube reading says, they're pre-triggered. They show up already triggered, right? At the end of the day here, that's why. You're dealing with a very delicate energy here. You could go the way of cups or you can go the way of, oh shit, I'm never hearing from them again. It can go either way. If it's internal, if it's the dead person, right? And it's internal and you're up in the astral plane and all of that, you still got to fight fire with cups. They're still triggered up there, right? The 3D energies, it's just a split energy in the 5D, that's all. You're half settled. Half of your connection is settled, the other half isn't. You got to take care of it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. What I would do if it's a 5D thing, if it happens in your dreams, In other words, you're up on the astral plane. What I would do is I would make a deal with the person. I would get very, rather than, I mean, you can use the cups, of course. Yeah, Knight of Cups is good. But I would make a pentacle deal, a deal with the person that in the next lifetime, right, we're going to be cool with each other. We're going to come together. We're going to tell each other how we feel. Make that deal, and it's more likely to happen. Something along those lines. No reason. It's a good energy to cut deals in. As long as you don't fall too far on the dark side, it's a good energy to cut deals in. All right. If you fall on the dark side, you'll get very selfish in this energy. You start telling people lies to get the sale. Be careful about that. Let's see. Anything else here? Tell me about this connection. So they're feeling the connection. The Two of Cups was crossing their 3D energy on YouTube. It came out here when I pulled on their 3D energy. I mean, we get a lot of symmetry here. A lot. Why is the Two of Cups here? Tell me about this connection. This is your soul connection. I'm pulling on it right now. This is your soul contract. It's a contract card. You have a contract with this person for sure. No doubt. We saw that in a recent reading when the devil came out. It was the reading I had to call customer service on. Pretty sure it was Mercury. Two Cups. Tell me about this connection. It's crossed by the King of Wands. It hurts somebody's sensibility. I would say the DM side. The DM side's sensibilities are hurt by your connection. I'm not going to get a repeat message from the Mercury reading. I've already told you anyway. It's already sealed in the 5D. The bill's been paid. We're waiting. Karmic debt's taken care of. We're waiting for the 3D people to catch the fuck up. Right? I don't pull readings willy-nilly. They're all connected. I'm just flowing down the energy. But you need to know, in the category of things you should know, this connection hurts this person's sensibilities. What do I mean by that? It means it goes against who they are, right? Here's Fonzie right here. They're supposed to snap their fingers and a girl on each arm. Your connection is only one person, right? Hurts their sensibilities, right? What's on top? Just as an example, just catch my drift. It's okay. Six of Swords and the Emperor. It's easier for one side than the other, and it offends the other side. That it's a Two of Cups. When you're pulling on Two of Cups, sometimes you can split the energy, one on each side. That's the masculine side. There's an Emperor, and it's a maniacal Emperor. It's an out of balance. It's a Burger King, and on your side, it's as easy. This is a really nice connection for you. It might be a connection you're confused about. What the fuck is their problem, Steve? The problem is it hurts their sensibilities. It goes against everything they believe in. And here's where the deck split at the Five of Wands. They get in their head about it. It fucks them up. Why are they so into you? Why do you matter? I don't care if this is a cousin or a mom or a dad. You'd hardly think you were their favorite kid, but you are. You have a connection with them. What's the bridge? The Tower. Again, it's waiting for a rebuild. We're in the process right now of this connection coming down, ready to rebuild. This came up in a recent soulmate journey reading, I think, where I said the cycle of your connections coming around again. It's coming around again. It's a game changer for each of you. It's good for you whether you're together with this person or not. You learn a lot either way. This side only learns when the connection is together. They haven't figured it out yet. But if you can get them to spill the beans on how they feel, they'll figure it out. That's why this energy of Venus and Pisces is happening at the right time. It's a really good time for it to happen. All right, let me clean this up. We'll see what else the universe wants to tell you. All right, let's stick with the Rider Waite. See if I can keep my voice for another 5 minutes. Oh, air pollution's just terrible. We got the HEPA filters going. Oh, my goodness. All right, here we go. 9 Pentacles. Okay. 9 Pentacles at the bottom and the Knight of Pentacles. You're about to get an upgrade. I think it wants to talk about you more. Okay. I mean, literally you. Not that person from YouTube, just you. Don't let that devil energy get in the way. It's going to convince you that the 9 of Pentacles isn't good. It might make you say no to something that you should say yes to. Be careful. I know that because this is coming out here. But I think you're about to get an upgrade. I think you're about to get a better life. I don't know. A lot of independence. I have no idea. Figure something out. I don't know. Let's see. What do you want to tell these people before we go? What do you want to tell my viewers before we go? I was just going to pull one card and a crossing card. I'll pull 3. I don't care. I'm in no hurry. Yeah. Ace of Wands. Passionate new beginning. Big time. That leads to other things. When I'm drawn to the leaves, right, it leads to other things. Okay. Let's see where we go. The sun. See what I'm saying? I pull on you. Look at the shit I get. Right? A naked baby on a unicorn. I don't know. That's fucking awesome. It's with the world. You see what I'm saying? What else? The Hierophant. All the same type of shit we got for you earlier from another deck. Weren't we using the witches at the beginning of this? Look at this shit. The world, the sun, the Hierophant. This is for you. And underneath that is a King of Wands. That's an ego boost for you. We're just talking about you. You're going to be on top of the world about something. A cycle. Some sort of a personal cycle. I'm going to say this only applies to the higher vibrational of you. It's not my place to say who's who on that. I don't know. I think this is for somebody watching. I don't know who. But if it's for you, you'd know. Okay? You'd know. You'd feel this. You're high enough vibration to read this without even me telling you what it means. It means something. Just look at it. I could read it in a general sense for you. Your life's about to change in a big way because of whatever this Hierophant is. Because of this state of being change. And what is the state of being change? We really didn't get an answer earlier. The sun. It's the sun. It's the happiness. I don't know. Maybe you ride around the block naked on a fucking unicorn. I have no idea. But there's a major cycle, a personal cycle for you that's coming to an end and a new one beginning. It's not just about the world point. The world point is happening for everybody, but for you, there's a bit of a long cycle that's coming to an end. I don't know that it's 36 years. I mean, I doubt it. But most long cycles tend to be anywhere from 12 to 16 years. Well, I'll say 10 to 16 years. So if you want to go back in time, if you want to figure out what's changing or whatever, or what's restarting, try to look in that kind of time frame. Okay? I would tie it if I were you. Do I want to say that? I would tie it to Saturn in some way. I don't know why. I just feel like that. I don't know why. I just do. I got no indication here that would make me say that. I'm not saying, oh, this is a card of Saturn. I'm not saying any of that. In fact, I'm just saying I have no indication to tie it to Saturn. But for some reason, Saturn makes sense. So this cycle, perhaps all that's happening, all I mean by that is this cycle starts for you, or you enter a new cycle when Saturn changes signs, which it is. It's moving into Aries very, very soon. Okay? So, I don't know. Take it for what it's worth to you. That's about all I can tell you. You're about to have a state of being change. I think it comes... Can I pull on this Hierophant now? I'm going to just... Before we go, let me just give you this. Tell me about the Hierophant. Why is it here? This is not for all of you. A handful. Maybe even as little as 2. More than one of you, though. I think. Maybe for a few others of you in a smaller way. But as far as the big energy that's here, 1 or 2 on the top side. Let's see where we go. The Hierophant. Hey, I don't control what comes in here, but this is important for somebody. Get another ace. Ace of Swords. It's an epiphany. It comes. I wanted to know how this Hierophant comes in. How does this state of being change into the sun here? Right? It's also a card. It's Archangel Michael's sort of truth. There's a lot of knowledge here with this. You gain a lot of knowledge very quickly, somehow, some way. I don't know. I don't know if you get a download one night. If you're in the right energy, you'll get a download from the universe. If you're in the right energy. Just, you're the right person at the right place at the right time in the right energy, you get a download of a massive amount of energy that puts you in another state of being. State of existence, and that it's represented by the sun. It's a cycle for you. It's the end of an old cycle. So the old cycle might be a time that would have been the opposite of the sun, we could say, right? Equal and opposite reaction. For you, you're entering a period of the sun, which implies you were in a period of clouds. This is a big personal cycle for you. It's a really big deal. What's on top? 5 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, and the bridge, the Page of Wands. A lot less stress. I have to take the sun energy and bring it over here. Stress. You'll have, you know how grown-ups have a lot more stress than kids? You'll have the stress of a 12-year-old boy. All right? That's what I'm saying. I mean, it is a different state of being for you. I'm exaggerating, but it's nice. This is a great thing. I hope this is you. It's like a little mini Is This You reading. I hope this is you. All right? That's awesome. That's great. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Good luck.